I'm Dean Kreutzer, and this is Over the Hill Orchards. We're sitting in a BC cherry orchard right now, or sweet cherries, which you don't find in Saskatchewan because, of course, they're not hardy for us. But I'm growing them in big pots, and I've got peaches and nectarines and apricots, prune plums, and a lot of different fruits that we're growing here. And that's kind of a lot of the interest in what we're doing is because we're growing a lot of different fruits you don't find in Saskatchewan. The great thing about growing in Saskatchewan is the dry weather really helps with growing organically. There's very little disease, so these are very clean leaves. There's no disease on them, whereas in other parts of Canada, down in Ontario, they got to spray a lot for all the disease and fungus because it's very high humidity. One thing about the varieties that we can grow in Saskatchewan that are hardy, typically what happens is hardy trees tend to have small fruit. So these apricots, for example, you know, they're not the largest apricot you'll find in the store, but the quality is incredible. They're very sweet, very intense flavor to them. So people have to kind of learn that what you can grow in Saskatchewan isn't what you're going to find in the grocery stores that you get from California or BC. Those are selected for their size, their appearance, and how well they ship. And typically they pick them 3 to 4 days ahead of when they're actually ripe. And then they ship them to you to the stores here, and then you buy them and you take them home and you eat them, and they were picked not ripe. So they don't have the intense flavor that fruit picked right off the tree that I'm able to do has. And it's so people have to learn that because it's people shouldn't be taken back by the smaller size of some of the fruit that we can grow here. Okay. So I grew up in Regina, a city boy, and I was basically a programmer for about 13 years professionally, and now I'm an organic fruit grower. Living in the city and making lots of money just wasn't fulfilling. All the toys you buy would last me a couple of weeks and I get bored of them, so I needed something else to inspire me, and you know, the feeling of making a difference, and hopefully with what we're doing here at the orchard is, you know, it's very unique. I don't come in to the orchard with a lot of baggage of preconceptions. I came in with very little knowledge, so when people told me I couldn't grow peaches, for example, I said, well, why? Why can't you do that? And some of the things I was told they were correct, and other things they weren't. Sometimes it's just more work, harder work, or a little bit more money, or a little bit more time required to make it happen. But as you can see, it's working. Some of the things that I've done have worked really well. Others have not, and it's just a learning process. But it's never boring, and very exciting to be in the orchard and to grow up, have the kids grow up in the orchard and have a great lifestyle. So here we've got our U of S cherries. This is called Carmine Jewel. It was the first cherry that was released from the U of S in '99, and it is a cherry that we use for basically for all of our products we make. We make jams, cherry juice, we make cherry topping in pies, and our prestige product called Prairie Cherry Delights, which is chocolate covered cherries. Organic cherry covered in organic dark chocolate or milk chocolate. One of the benefits of growing U of S cherries is their dark color. So the dark color on the skin, and also actually inside the fruit, is very dark. So you can see that it's burgundy, and the ones grown in Michigan, they're yellow or very light pink. So they have to put in artificial colors and tints and all that to make them, you know, appear palatable. It's like a chef's dream because they're more sugar and more acid. So they're very intense. They're not huge berries. These ones get to about a nickel to quarter in size some years. So one of the innovations that I came up with was growing strawberries in recycled eaves troughs, because growing them in the ground is very back-breaking, you know, and is very labor-intensive. And being organic, using recycled eaves troughs seemed like a good idea. It took about 3 years to kind of perfect the system. We're still working kinks out of the system, but it's very effective. We've got irrigation that drip irrigation that drips on the top end, and there's a little bit of a downward slope, and the water goes through the troughs, watering the plants as they go. So it's very efficient, and it's very, very cool to see, especially when there's lots of fruit on them. Besides growing fruit that is hardy for the prairies, I also, as a fruit breeder, try to create varieties that are better than what's available out there. And I do that by crossbreeding California apricots with our Saskatchewan apricots, for example, or from Pakistan or from Ontario that have qualities that are missing from what's currently here in Saskatchewan. From the time I make the cross I select the two parents I want to cross and grow the fruit and collect the seed and plant the seed in the ground, it takes up to about 5 years for the tree to grow and to mature, just to see what the fruit quality is like. So in those 5 years, I have to take care of all of these hundreds of seedlings that I have created, just to find out, was it all worth it? Was all the time and effort and money that I spent to create these trees, is it worth it? Is there that 1 in 1,000 tree that I can actually, propagate and make new versions of to sell to nurseries and to garden centers and to consumers? If there is that 1 in 1,000, if there is that peach tree that could survive in Saskatchewan, that to me is the goal, to leave a legacy that when I'm long and gone, there's a peach that was developed, that I've developed, that could survive in Saskatchewan, that people can grow. And that's kind of the whole goal of fruit breeding. With all the fruit that we grow here, the apples, apricots, plums, grapes, cherries, raspberries, strawberries, peaches, lots of different fruits, we make products. We don't just ship it away to some factory in some foreign land. We actually make products with our fruit. Part of marketing our products is getting the word out to what these cherries are. These cherries that we're growing, they were developed in the prairies, and they're being grown in the prairies. So I thought, prairie cherry, why not? I mean, it even rhymes. So we've trademarked the name prairie cherry, and we put that on all of our products. We got cherry spread and raspberry and strawberry and all the different fruit flavors. We have topping, which goes on ice cream or waffles or pancakes, yogurt, that sort of thing, milkshakes. We've got lots of different products. We got organic pies made with spelt flour for people that suffer from wheat allergies. They can have that. Tarts and the chocolate covered cherries. We've got cherry juice, which is it's my favorite product with the cherries because it's like drinking a cherry pie. It's so intense and it's so good for you. There's so many benefits of eating and consuming cherries and cherry juice. Great for gout, the arthritic problems people have in their feet. It just flushes away the uric acid in their feet. And now they're making gout medication from cherries. Products are available in organic stores, health food stores around the province, and we're now getting into organic stores in Calgary and other parts of the prairies. Information on all of our products, on our orchard tours, are available on our website at www.overthehillorchards.ca.